Alrighty, let's go ahead and move into our main application. And let's move down here to our command line runner. We'll comment out the previous code. And we'll make a call to this new method. Find instructor with courses, join fetch. And now let's go ahead and move down here to this new method. Find instructor with courses, join fetch. I'll follow my normal process, right? Setting up the instructor ID. Now I'll go find the instructor. A little sys out print line here. And now I'll call that new method. So I have instructor, temp instructor equals appdao dot find instructor by ID join fetch. So make sure you call the one join fetch there. Pass in the ID. And then remember, the code's going to still retrieve the instructor and courses because we made use of join fetch in our query. That's in our DAO implementation. Now let's go ahead and do a sysout print line on temp instructor. And also we'll do a print line on the associated courses for that instructor. Alrighty, and kind of stepping back here, just taking a look at this method of find instructor with courses join fetch. So we call that new method, find instructors by ID join fetch. And then we print out the instructor and the courses because we get all of that information thanks to that join fetch. That's that query in our DAO impl. Now let's go ahead and run this application. And the app is up and running. It ran successfully. Here we have finding instructor ID of 1. That looks good. And if we scroll over a bit and look at the SQL, we'll see that this first bit here, select, grabs all those fields from instructor. Okay, we get all the instructor information and we do a join on course. All right, so for that given instructor ID, we'll get the appropriate information for those courses for that given instructor. Now this next query here, we do a select from instructor detail. We join on instructor, so we get the appropriate details for that given instructor. And so now we can print out the actual instructor and also the associated courses. And so we can take a look at these queries here. So we have a query for instructor and courses, right? Previously we had to do it one by one, but now we're getting the instructor and courses together. And then we have this other query here for instructor detail. Now we can actually refine this or refactor this a bit more where we can minimize the queries. And we can do that by adding the instructor detail to the join fetch. Let's try and get it down to just one big query. I'll swing back over to my app DAO impl. And in that method, find instructor by ID join fetch, I'll just add another join here. I'll say join fetch. i.instructor detail. So that's the new item that we're adding here for this query. And so now we should be able to get everything in just one query as opposed to having multiple queries. Let's go ahead and run this application and test it out. All right, so finding instructor ID of 1, that's fine. Now let's go look over here at this generated SQL. And then notice here we've minimized the queries by adding instructor detail to join fetch. So we have this select, and then we have from instructor, and then we join on course, and then we join on instructor details. So we can do all of this in this one query. It's a big query, right? But we're doing it all in one query as far as hitting the database. And then we can get the output here, the temp instructor, and also the associated courses. So we were successful here in minimizing the number of queries for that data. And this looks really good. I like it.